Hello my country people, welcome back to the news. Tinubu's government lacks willingness and has not addressed simple issues such as cash transfer. This is coming from the Nigerian Labour Congress. Yes, the Nigerian Labour Congress NLC has said the Bola Tinubu-led Nigerian government is not making any attempt to meet its demands and has left many issues unattended to, including as simple as cash transfer to cushion the economic impact created by the removal of the fuel subsidy. They never see anything from federal government. Federal government wey don promise heaven and earth. Nothing. Shingbai they never see. Even cash transfer, they never even see. In an appearance on Channels Television Politics Today on Monday, the NLC President Joe Ajoro noted the government's refusal to move on several points hours after a stalled meeting with the government officials to avert an indefinite strike. So my country people, among its requests are that the government addresses the repercussions of the rising petrol prices, they reassess the minimum wage, develop a feasible road map for the compressed natural gas alternative, to repair the country's refineries, and to settle lecturers' salaries arrears. Ajoro said that they have not made any effort on any issue. Even the issue as simple as cash transfer or bringing buses to the roads, nothing has happened to them. So it is a lack of willingness and we cannot muddle up all these issues. Then you call a minimum wage as wage award. If anybody is looking at the issue of minimum wage as a wage award, then there is confusion within that class of people. Ajoro criticized the federal government's 2024 plan, I beg your pardon, to introduce the CNG bus to create a more inexpensive mass transport system. So, if anybody is telling you that until next year, nothing will be done, I am telling you that that person is not telling us the truth. Because as it dey be like this, so what is so peculiar about next year? When will this process start? Is there any CNG vehicles that can come onto the road? We cannot even have some stations. Nothing. We are not even seeing anything. Citing on the 2021 agreement on the CNG vehicles reached with the then Minister of State for Petroleum, Temi Perez Silva, the Labour leader argued it was clear that a million vehicles could be converted within 3 months. So as it dey be like this, so Joe Ajoro don complain say this our Nigerian government, they no even dey put body for the demands of the trade union. They no dey put body at all. They are not even concerned. Even the meeting where they say okay, make them follow federal government talk so they can reach an agreement. Lie, e no work. It ended in deadlock. So my country people, the Nigerian Labour Congress, they have said that no agreement has been reached with the federal government on these issues. They've already given the government the list of things they are demanding. Lecturers' salaries, minimum wage, increase of minimum wage. Now they are talking about sharing, that's the cash transfer. Nothing wey federal government don do. They also put in their list of demands the fixing of the refineries. But then Tinubu promised that by December, the one in Port Harcourt would be functional, would kick off operation by December. And I guess they've started doing some work already. We don't know, my country people. So as it dey be like this, so the Nigerian Labour Congress on several occasions had tried to bring up meetings with the federal government, but at the end of the meeting, they conclude on something, and the federal government promised to get back to them, but nothing. Everything is just fruitless, And it was reported on Monday that there was a meeting which was held. And the aim of this meeting, is to talk about the planned strike of the NLC over the subsidy removal and its attendant hardship in the country. Now, in recent times, there was also a meeting whereby the Nigeria Labour Congress, suspended its 2-day warning strike. That was 2 weeks ago, where after the 2-day warning strike, they had a meeting. And now, my country people, the NLC now and the TUC, they are yet to reach an agreement. Because the NLC, they are saying, oh, we'll go on a strike. Oh, the TUC, they gave a 2 weeks ultimatum to the federal government. That's 14 days, which will soon elapse. So, my country people, the NLC and the TUC, they are protesting against the harsh effect of the fuel subsidy removal. And they are asking the federal government to implement their recommendations, which among other things include the payment of a new minimum wage for workers, the provision of a compressed natural gas (CNG), and their conversion centers as alternatives to petrol, as well as the payment of all withheld salaries for university lecturers. So, the Nigerian Labour Congress, they have complained a lot, saying that the federal government, they are not even giving them listening ears. And they are fully aware that, this harsh effect of the fuel subsidy removal is really telling on Nigerians. It's telling on the Nigerian workers. But all these complaints here and there, the government, they are not even paying attention to them. As a result of their frustration, they decided to embark on a 2-day warning strike. That was some few weeks ago. But it seems that the government, they are not even concerned about that. That was just a warning strike. So, Joe Ajoro has expressed his displeasure on the way the government was handling the palliative scheme amidst the fuel subsidy removal. And Ajoro said none of the demands raised by the workers, which the government pledged to meet, has been met despite the 2-day warning strike. The first strike that the NLC had embarked on, when they called a nationwide strike and a protest for this issue, the federal government had to run, they sat them down, they discussed a lot of things, and the NLC, thinking that the government will stick to their words, to their greatest shocks and surprise, after few weeks, nothing happened. And then they said, okay, we have to go on a 2-day warning strike. So, my country people, a lot of closed door meetings have been held, with the federal government on this same issue, but nothing has happened. So, my country people, this is a very serious matter. Even now, the ultimatum, I beg your pardon, issued by the commission will soon elapse. And then they said when it does, there would be an indefinite strike. An indefinite strike would commence immediately that ultimatum given to the federal government by the NLC elapses. So, my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? It seems that the federal government, they are just toiling with the NLC. They are playing with the NLC. They are not ready to meet with the demands of the NLC. Guys, I'm dropping here.